Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Thing is that they sound like basic hygiene questions now that I look back at it, but when you're in that position, so till then it's all fine. You are like, I have nothing to lose, and you're like sab sahi hai, and then you come and talk to people who have graduated.
Majority of this time, students get nervous, panic. I mean, there are people with in 100 percentile who can't make it. Okay, so hi guys and welcome back to Real Humans of B School. Today we are in conversation with Rajiv, who is one of the most talked about categories, the best combination before you get into an MBA called as our GEM categories. So welcome on board, Rajiv.
Thank you, Anish.
So one thing which you mentioned in the beginning was like your interview was like really short. So what was that? Like 11 minutes interview, that's it. So what did they ask you and what made them fall in love with you, Rajiv?
I don't know, like, so 11 or 15, whatever it is, more or less. But yeah, I felt it was much shorter than the other guys on my panel. So they had, as if I remember correctly, they had asked me about myself, as in like, tell me more about you, what you do, where you work, and stuff like that. And then after that, they did ask me a couple of technical questions also. So they're like, I'm an ICT engineer, so they had asked me things like, what is the difference between 3G and 4G? Do you know? And technical things like that. And also about why I want to pursue my MBA. So we had a discussion on that. And we also had a discussion about sports. I had mentioned that I was a sports fan and I play carom and all that. So they asked me like a couple of questions on sports, like what got me into it, why I'm doing it, and things like that. But mostly I think like those technical questions were something which were little bit surprising. Obviously, I mean, I did prepare for them, but other than that, it was mostly the expected questions.
So just the basic hygiene questions is what they asked you about.
Yeah, but thing is that they sound like basic hygiene questions now that I look back at it. But when you're in that position, so till then it's all fine. You are like, I have nothing to lose, and you're like sab sahi hai, and then you come till there, get percentile, get your interview call. Once you get there, and if you the mind, it gets to you. They're like, it keeps telling you that if you don't do well, then all of it is of no use. So the calmness, just like I said, 99% is analyzing a mock and 1% is giving a mock.
True.
99% is calmness and showing your intent there, and the other 1% is answering the questions.
I think that's probably what got you to get through, Rajiv, in like 11 minutes, because majority of this time students get nervous, panic. I mean, there are people with 100 percentile who can't make it. So, you have to make sure you're very calm. You know what you're speaking, and that's what confidence is all about. So that's really lovely. I love your advice. So, Rajiv, if you have to give 2 cents to all the people who are aspiring for IIM Calcutta next year, what would you say?
Firstly, I would say clear out your mind of any bias, like I'm saying, okay? And think with a clean mind as to why you want to do an MBA. Is something that you really want to do? And there'll be a lot of people who will give you suggestions like, if you're a fresher, then you do not go do an MBA. You need to work for 2 years in XYZ industry and things like that. Think about why you want to do an MBA and talk to people who have graduated. Don't talk, I see a lot of people who read answers on Quora or Pavel Guy and things like that. Yes, they're helpful. I'm not saying that they're not helpful. But, talking to someone specifically is something that will, give you the real insight into what it actually is and where you will end up landing. And this is something which I didn't do. Like, I did talk to a couple of people, but talking to more number of people will give you a better insight into the type of roles which come on campus, or where you might see yourself 2 years after MBA. So have a clear mind firstly, and clear mind, keep your bias out and try to prepare with a single-minded focus. So that is one thing that I would like to tell. So be clear with why you want to do an MBA.
Amazing. That's really nice. And I'm so happy to have you on board, Rajiv. It's lovely to hear about all your experiences at IIM Calcutta. And I'm sure it's going to be a great motivation for the rest of you guys who are hearing, and wish you all the best further ahead and do well in your consulting profiles.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anisha. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rajiv.